Hello and welcome to Not So Daft Minecraft, where we are in our recently modified kill chamber. It's a good word for it, kill chamber. So, you know, we built this triple spawner with the spiders and the zombies and the skeletons and hello. But we had that problem with the zombie babies, and we did have this pit over here, which is gone now. You can actually see it from the outline of the cobblestone. And that was where we went down and like manually took care of the babies. And that's been my technique for a very long time. Just let them fall through a filter and kill them. But I'm like, hold on. Back in the day, which is to say before the aquatic update, the little guys could not go up through the Sign Gap water lift system. So you had to deal with them through gravity. Guess what, folks? Not so true anymore, because with the bubble lifts, we can take them wherever we want them to go. So if we filter them out so that they don't come through the main chute riding shotgun on one of their daddy's shoulders, we can kill them. Now, I'm not going to promise you that the system I've designed absolutely eliminates the prospect of them riding shotgun, but it does cut it down. So let's take a look at what we've done and where we're at and some changes we've made, including a fairly significant change. See that back there? Yeah. That's sticky pistons for the spiders. Let's take a look where we're at. Okay, I've shot this video 3 times. Why? Because I keep changing my mind. So here we have a collection of hoppers feeding to the central hopper there, which feeds into the collector system down below, which functions this way. So here's a quick overhead shot of the basic dispenser or dropper mechanism. If you stack hoppers on top of it, anything that goes into the hopper goes into the dropper dispenser and gets utilized. So it's really easy. It's a comparator lined up wide side touching the dispenser dropper, and a relay running out, and then a relay running in. These blocks are important, the green ones. If you don't have them, the device will not function. You can't put glass there. It's got to be some other conductible material. And if you throw a switch anywhere on one of these redstone sides, then you can turn it on and off. Like so. And if you did a torch combo, you could have it activated by a pressure plate. That's it. I use it for garbage disposal pretty much mostly. Now, this allows us to kind of keep track of the drops. This switch lets me choose whether I want to keep or not keep the bones and arrows and the kind of stuff that we like from skeletons. Everything else is garbage. This is a manual collection, to which I've added this feature with the spiders. That allows me to trap them on this side so that when I punch them with a sword, they don't fly back out of reach. It's a little more efficient that way. Pretty simple mechanism. Some relays, some redstone, and a few sticky pistons. So we already know about the lift here for the zombies. And we know about the zombie baby filter that drops them into the trough. But the change is we've made a special pickup here that takes those zombie babies all the way to the top. Alright, so up here, as you know, we've made a special set of tunnel ways so we can see what's going on. And this is the primary pathway of the collector distributor for the zombies. Right in front of us, that's a pair of posts. And the job of those posts, separated by the glass, is to filter out the babies. Why? Well, because the babies are not falling off of the adults as much as we'd like down below. That's because when you have a normal spawn system and you have spawn pops and they pop and they fall into the water and they move to the center column, they come from 4 different directions because there's 4 spawns. And as a result, the babies aren't coming in a column. They're not coming in a nice clean line. So we need to get them into a line. So we catch, I don't know, half, maybe 70% down below, but they're still coming through and falling into the chamber and then attacking me. So what we've done is up here at the zombie pickup point where they come up out of the column, we've added a couple of more fence posts that feed to this water. You'll see it's going the other way. Water going that way, water going that way. To feed to a special secondary filter. And that filter runs high and goes up to allow us to secondary filter. There's where the big guys come up, right? They flow this way. They hit those fence posts. They drop their baby. The baby goes up. Let's see what happens on the other side. So here's our primary baby zombie chute, right? So if you're a regular baby coming up from below, off our first filter, you go this way. Down a couple drop points, down a couple drop points, bingy, 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 boom. And you come out here. 1 block elevated onto your drop point, right? There's the skeletons over there, and in the background is the daddy zombies. But what if you miss all of that and you need to go through the secondary filter? Then you come up here. There's our secondary filter. Now what's that water behind? What's that right back there? That's the water blade. Easier to see from here. When the baby zombies get kicked up and they fly up the chute, sometimes they want to bounce around a little bit. And while they're bouncing around, they will just fall back down the cavity and get kicked back up again. Well, I don't want to deal with that, so we built this chute. It goes back just like you would expect, 8 blocks of water. And that sign on this glass block directly in front of us keeps the water from making its way into the chute. So as the baby comes up and hits that little blade of water, pow, down they go. We have the same thing over here on this one as well, because, I don't know, why not? So there's the adult zombie spawner pickup point. There is the baby primary lift point. You can see the post-lift drop system there. And this is the confluence. The zombie adults come this way. The babies come facing us, and the skeletons are over here. Here's where the skeletons come up. No blades over here because I haven't had any problem with skeletons. So, there you go. Fuck. So, you're down here killing spiders, right? The spiders show up and you hit them with the sword and they bounce back. Not with that, they don't. They get trapped. Let's show you how. Gotta fix that. Yeah, do I need to have a second? Alright, you can see I've added some extra hoppers. That's to take advantage of keeping what drops off the spiders under control. And hopper for the babies. It does require me to strike the babies twice, but frankly more babies are falling through the adult chute than coming through the baby chute. But it makes for an adventurous time. Notice we've got our diamond armor on. We had a little bit of a catastrophe occur. I broke this piece of glass here without thinking about it, and I got mobbed by zombies and skeletons, and they killed me pretty quickly because I didn't have any armor on as I was getting ready to enchant the armor. And I dropped all my gear, including some diamonds, and of course my hoppers took care of that problem and got rid of all the gear. So anyway, we've been doing a bunch of leveling, and we've got a whole bunch of good stuff. We're taking about 2.5 to 3.25 minutes to go from 27 to 30, which is pretty good. I think it's faster than a blaze spawner. A few things I want to go over, and so let's get to it. I added this, which was an awful lot of work, so that I could trap the spiders on this side and just beat on them. The problem is, I don't know what it is with mobs. I don't know if it's a flaw, but you strike the spider and they go right through the glass block, but they won't come back. So it's been kind of useless, but it looks fun. I made the spider spawner chamber larger. I went this way 2 blocks and 1 block each direction. And the reason was I wasn't getting reliable 4 drops per spawn. And now it's closer to 4 all the time. I glassed this whole thing in, and it's got me started thinking. I should probably rebuild this entire kill facility here. Have this be my entrance into my kill chamber. My thoughts are to bring the zombies down right here. baby zombies right here and the skeletons right here. And all that's going to take is rearranging some chutes up top. It's not super hard, but I'm not going to fart around with that today. Right now my goal is going to be to get some mining started and get some gear back up. We have a pretty healthy collection of stuff. We won't go through all of them, but some of these are fairly epic. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff on there. All right, that's that. Thanks for watching Not So Daft Minecraft. I've been GoSub. You've been great.